the thing about not being a people pleaser has definitely like helped me avoid a lot of problems that I see some people dealing with in their life, especially when they're younger and they don't know they don't know like what they want themselves, or they don't know how to say no and that kind of thing. And fortunately, I've never had that. And you
Mm.
could say, I can come across like, I don't know if I come across rude, but because I'm not a people pleaser, I think people see that. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes
So
it's,
some people are displeased.
sometimes people are
The people
displeased.